viewers, thank you very much for watching my video on teaching language skills. First, let me deal with teaching of English as a second language, TESL, because teaching language skills comes under TESL. It's better to know the difference among TESL, TEFL and TESOL. TESL refers to teaching of English as a second language in English speaking countries for students whose first language is not English. TEFL refers to teaching English as a foreign language in countries where English is not a primary language and is not a lingua franca. TESOL stands for teaching English to speakers of other languages. It's a general name in the field of teaching English that includes both TESL and TEFL. Now let's move. Teaching language skills. There are 4 language skills. They are LSRW: listening, speaking, reading and writing. They are the capabilities allowing an individual to understand and speak the language effectively. These skills need to be acquired in the order of listening first, speaking next, then possibly reading and writing. Listening and reading are receptive skills because the learners do not produce language to do those activities. They receive and understand it. Speaking and writing are productive skills because the learners need to produce language. Teaching listening. Listening is an imperative skill. It's a queen of all the 4 skills. It helps listeners to speak, communicate with others and learn vocabulary and grammar. It's a first receptive language skills. Difficulties in learning. Fast delivery. It divulges how many people are there in the conversation and how fast they speak. Vocabulary. It recounts the inability of listeners to understand the vocabulary in listening. Construction. It's related to the inability of learners to understand the key structure of the speech delivered in the conversation. Length and topic. These are about a long conversation on hot topics like politics, science or any burning issues. Modulation. It's about the intonation and stress of the perfect or native speakers. Listening activities. There are 3 stages. They are pre-listening, while listening and post-listening. In pre-listening activities, prepare the learners by giving an interesting introduction to the topic. Ask them questions related to the topic. Explain to them the new words and sentence patterns. In while listening activities, ask the learners to listen to the topic. Tell them to presume what could be a part of the topic being spoken. Tell them to compare their predictions after they listen to and make them raise questions before they go for a second time in case it's a recorded version. In post-listening activities, check the listeners if they have understood the speech as a whole by asking them relevant questions on the topic. Teaching speaking. There are some common problems found among the listeners in speaking. Fear or committing mistakes. This problem can be overcome by encouraging them. Corrections can be done in the last but are essential if they commit serious mistakes. Getting no chance of taking part in the conversation. Here, additional chances can be given to them as a remedial measure. Being passive in speaking. This problem can be set right by giving special attention to such type of learners. Unfamiliar topic of conversation. In this case, a change of topic is highly preferable to the convenience of the learners. Speaking activities. Self-introduction in brief. Learners may be asked to say something about them. Passing on matters. Give or share a matter with the learners and ask them to pass on the matter to others. Short description. Learners may be asked to describe a person or thing. Reporting matters. Ask them to report an incident or event in a short and realistic way. Responding to others. Ask the listeners to respond to their peers in a sentence or two. Teaching reading. Most of the studies reveal that a good reading should be extensively. It has to integrate information in the text with the existing knowledge. It should be flexible in style. It has to motivate the readers to write better. It should rely on other skills. It must make the readers recall and process what is read. Reading should serve a purpose. Teaching activities. There are 3 stages. They are pre-reading, while reading and post-reading. In pre-reading activities, the learners have to prepare what they are going to read. They should anticipate the topics of reading. They need to expect the kind of language, vocabulary and even grammar. They should be motivated to read a lot. While reading activities are those which help the learners focus on the features of the text. The activities should connect the learners with the content of the reading. It should help them develop knowledge. It should motivate them to write such a text in future. Post-reading activities help the learners summarize their learning, get a deeper understanding and organize their thoughts and ideas. Teaching writing. Good writing always makes one generate some new ideas or opinions. Presentation of the ideas and thoughts can be done in an organized and logical way. The writers can make the reader indulge into their writing. Essence of writing. Sentences are framed in a sequence as if well knit. Flavor of the contents can be added by using words rather than bland phrases. It should be made in conversational way that makes the readers feel that they are in the situation. It's always good that the writings are in paragraph and there should be a transition or a shift from one paragraph to the other. The use of right voice and speech is an ingredient for the effective writing. Correct spellings and proper punctuations develop the vocabulary in the writing. Most importantly, slang, jargon, fancy words and abbreviations should be avoided. Writing activities needs constant reading, application of a structured process, finding suitable audience, using right and apt words, maintaining the essence of writing, familiarity with the relevant software and platforms. Finally, don't be a teacher to dictate the students for answers. Be a good teacher to facilitate them to find out answers. Let them also be great in future. Thank you very much.